Welcome to Wendy's Haunted Trains, where the ride ever ends. All stories written and narrated by Mr. Who. The mile that doesn't exist. Long before Amtrak timetables and dispatch centers, before steel rails stitched the continent together, there were places the land refused to be crossed. Railroad folklore spoke of them in fragments, campfire warnings, scribbled notes in the margins of old route maps, dead miles, quiet miles, places where engines failed for no mechanical reason at all. Mile 143.7 was one of them. The stalled train sat exactly there. The oldest conductor on board, Frank Delaney, recognized it the moment he had checked the track marker through the frost-blurred window. His face drained of color. He closed the curtain like the number itself might see him. This stretch wasn't supposed to be reopened, he murmured. Years ago, when he was a brakeman, an engineer had told him the story after too many drinks. When the rails first were laid through this forest, men vanished, not killed, taken. Whole crews gone without blood or wreckage. Just boots left beside the track and tools laid neatly in rows. The wolves came after. Not regular wolves, guardians, the old men said, bound ones. Outside, the ring tightened. Passengers watched as the animals paced in unison, circling the train with measured steps. Their shadows stretched and merged, overlapping into shapes that didn't belong to four-legged creatures. Occasionally, one wolf would stop and look directly at a window, never at a face, but at the reflection. Frank remembered the rule then. Don't look too long. They don't like being seen as animals. He moved through the cars, voice low and urgent. Close the curtains. Don't touch the glass. Whatever you hear, don't answer it. Answer what? Someone asked. Right on cue, a knock echoed from the side of the train. 3 slow taps. A voice followed, calm and familiar. A man's voice. Conductor, we need assistance out here. Passengers surged toward the windows. Frank shouted, No, that's not. The voice changed mid-sentence, slipping into something wrong, layered like several throats speaking together. Open the door. The wolves sat, their eyes burned brighter. Frank explained as fast as he could. When the rails were forced through this land, something ancient was displaced, not killed, not conquered, just interrupted. The wolves were its watchers, its collectors. The train that stopped here were not accidents. They were trespasses. The land demanded acknowledgement, respect, a toll, not always taken in flesh, but always chosen. What do they want? A woman whispered. Frank swallowed. Well, they decide that. The lights dimmed again. Frost crawled inward. In the window reflections, passengers saw the wolves rise. Not fully upright, but enough to reveal long arms folded into fur, hands curled patiently. Then the horn sounded in the distance. The wolves froze. Every head turned toward the approaching train, but not in fear, in recognition. One by one, the wolves bowed toward the stalled Amtrak. The circle loosened. Claws lifted from steel, snow fell softly where they had stood, revealing symbols scorched into the ground beneath, rail lines intersected by ancient marks older than iron. When power returned, mile 143.7 vanished from the navigation system. Rescue crews never logged the delay, but afterward, conductors along the line began leaving small offerings at certain markers. Coffee, iron nails, old tickets punched by hand. They swore the trains ran smoother when they did. And sometimes, when engines slowed for no reason at all, passengers glimpsed shapes pacing the tree line, watching the rails, counting the cars, making sure the boundary was remembered. Because the folklore says the wolves don't hurt trains anymore, they keep the promise, and they're very patient. Hey, y'all, thanks for watching Wendy's Haunted Trains. It's been a pleasure and an honor. All right, we'll see you the next time. God bless, much love, and as always, peace out.